Hi guys, okay. Now while we're waiting for our engine, which technically is not late, they did say approximately 4 to 6 weeks, and it's been about 5, so we're in that ballpark at the moment. I've also ordered a solid fuel stove to be installed, or we're going to install it, in preparation for our first winter in over 7 years. When we arrived back in the UK in March, we caught the tail end of it, and as much as it probably wasn't cold by English winter standards, it was for us. So that was a wake-up call. We are going to need to prepare for that, because solid fuel stoves require solid fuel. And what I noticed here recently was that the CRT had peeled back a lot of trees. They chopped down a lot of trees that were encroaching over the pathways and into the canal in some instances, and they've left a lot of logs behind. So I'm going to gather up some and allow them to dry out over a few months. And we've also ordered a fire pit, so I can use some on there as well. So I'm going to occupy my time doing that. It's a little strange because, I mean, we work online and I earn cryptocurrency online, yet I'm gathering firewood. So it's quite amusing, really. Alright, so foraging I shall go. I love this. Wherever we moor up, there's, not everywhere, but a lot of the places, the majority, are beautiful. I mean, I've not seen a soul walking up and down here. We're moored about 5 minutes walk that way, and there's one boat next to us, and we've seen hide the hair of that person. It's so quiet, and it's just birds. There's some gunshots in the distance. I think a farmer's sorting out maybe a bird problem over there. But it's beautiful, and I get to like wander around. I'm gathering wood, as you know, at the moment, but this is quite pleasant. I mean, I do enjoy being outdoors. I've always enjoyed being outdoors, and working as a scuba instructor for all those years, you're always on the boat and in the outdoor area. I'm not a big beach fan though, ironically enough. Me and Darth Vader agree on some things, and I'm not a big fan of sand. So yeah, the beach was my office, so very much a workplace. But that stretch of sand that everybody, maybe a lot of you guys, crave lying on your holidays, that to me was the irritating bit between where I was and where I needed to be to go diving. So no, sand gets everywhere. It gets in your food, gets on your beer bottles, gets inside your pants, in your shoes, in your bags, in your hair. No, I don't like the beach. So I like the canal environment, although I can see that the mud in the winter could be a potential irritant. So I think some sensible shoes. What's that old adage, that's cliche really, where they say there's no such thing as bad weather, just inappropriate clothing or footwear. So I think I need some decent boots for the winter, because this towpath I'm on right now is not too bad, but some of them become a quagmire of mud, and of course you're going to need to negotiate that to get onto the boat. So this could possibly be my sort of beach irritant. People are watching me film over here, so I shall get back to you. Alright, there's my stack of wood. That's what I've managed to gather over the weekend, and hopefully by the time winter kicks in, that'll be a much larger pile, all dried, all sawed up and prepped, ready for fire pit on the outside and solid fuel stove on the inside, which I am personally looking forward to, being all cozy inside over the winter. I'm looking forward to that nice smell that solid fuel stoves give off, and a nice homey, comforting, cozy smell. So yeah, I think that's a decent start for a weekend, and it was all lying around, and there's more, so I shall continue over the next few days and make this a larger pile. Okay, I'm quite excited. I've just been informed by the boatyard that our engine will be here Tuesday, which is in about 5 days. So we're going to move the boat, do all of our water and bits and pieces, and then wait a few days on the other side of the junction, and then bring it back towards the boatyard maybe on the Sunday beforehand. And as soon as they've got a slot or opportunity to bring us in and whip the other engine out, I'll take advantage of that, and then I've got some time to try and tidy up the engine room so that we don't have to put a nice shiny brand new clean engine into a dirty horrible engine bay. So I'd like to have the opportunity to clean it out, dry it out, treat it, paint it, and then put the new engine in. That's the plan. Now on a day like today, it does feel good to be out cruising again. I mean, we're only filling up with water and emptying the waste, but we've been deprived of really cruising since we broke down in early June, and we've had the boat taken out to be blacked, and we've struggled with repairs since. And then when we made the decision to replace the engine, we've been stuck in this area. What's that? That looks like a woolly mammoth is buried in the side of the cut. Now, you don't see something like that every day. Now, up ahead here on the left is the boatyard where we'll be having the engine taken out and the new one installed. We'll be moored opposite, hopefully in a few days, and we can push the boat quite easily across the narrow stretch in between once the engine's been removed, and then I can do all the cleaning, treating and painting in the engine bay before we install the nice shiny new engine. And then back to cruising, and to say that we can't wait would be an understatement. Okay, now we've been here for about 7 weeks. This is the Fazeley Junction, and it's been quite convenient to be stuck anywhere waiting for the engine for as long as we have been, because there's supermarkets down each stretch of the Coventry here that are within easy walking distance, and the Fazeley Mill Marina down there for getting rid of your waste and filling up for water as well. And Ruth and Jackie, who run that place, are super friendly, so I'm glad that we were stuck in this area. Where we'll be taking the engine out and having it replaced will be down there as well. We've preferred to be down the Birmingham Fazeley mostly because it's pretty down there. The mooring spots were idyllic, bird sanctuaries, walking trails, all manner of stuff to keep us occupied if we needed to get off the boat and stretch our legs. So if we had to be stuck anywhere for 7 weeks, I'm glad it was here. We've got the engine coming on Tuesday. We also got the fire pit coming as well, and that means that more than likely the stove will arrive at the same time. Yep. But I can tell Camille's excited that we'll be moving again soon, because we have been stuck here for about 6-7 weeks, and before that we were stuck waiting to get the boat fixed, and then we were towed to Street Hay. So we're long overdue cruising.
Yeah, something I'm really looking forward to. It's nice to get back that sense of vibrancy in our life here on the canals,
moving,
seeing new places, doing the locks again, and just getting about.
You miss doing the locks?
Yeah, I do actually.
Well, I'm going to remind you of that when everyone blames me for making you do them. So yeah, absolutely. But yeah, that's all part and parcel of it. So we've been stuck here for a long time, haven't we?
Yeah, since
June. Well, June we broke down in Polesworth, and then Keith towed us all the way to Street Hay, and then we blacked the boat, then we got towed halfway to here, Then we got the engine started, but we made our decision to get the engine at that point.
I think it was a wise decision.
I think it was a good decision too.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot to do next week, so you'll see me probably covered in lots of horrible grease while I'm cleaning the engine bay up, but we'll be smiling because we've got a lot to be excited about.
Yeah, we'll be going at full speed. We're not
3
going to
miles
know
an
what to do.
All right, so we'll see you next time.